Let's see how can we create this loading screen from in DaVinci Resolve. Let's begin. Okay, this is my project settings. I have set the playback frame rate to 60. You can change it to 30 as your wish. We are in the edit page. Let's go to effects, bring in Fusion composition. Here we go. Let's go to Fusion page. Let's bring in our media out here. Bring in a background node. Let's press 1 and we can see it here. And all we need is a circle. So we are going to bring in ellipse. Connect it to the blue input and we have a circle. Let's change the color to white for now. Bring in another background node. Bring in multi-merge. Connect the new background node to yellow input and the white circle to white input. Connect it to media out and we have them combined. Let's bring in crop node. Here we go. Let's integrate it while holding shift. Now we have to decrease this size. The circle gets cropped as well, so how are we going to fix it? We need to keep one thing in mind, it's keep centered. Why did we add crop? To give you the answer, let's bring in transform node, integrate it, and let's decrease the size and change it to warp. So as you can see, we have circles with uniform distance, like a square. So what if we remove the crop? We have circle in the middle of a rectangular frame, so we have this too much space horizontally versus vertically. So we get this rather than this. To fix the cropping, we need to bring in another crop node. Bring in this crop node, integrate it, and we have fixed the cropping issue. Now the circles seem kind of big, so how are we going to decrease the size? Click on ellipse, right click on width, expression, and connect it to height. Why did we do that? So that whenever we decrease the height, the width decreases at the same time. So what happens if we don't use expression? This happens, it gets squashed. So now we have our circles, multiple of them. Now you might have seen in the preview, there are lines passing through the circle. So how can we add them? It's quite simple actually. Let's bring in a background node and bring the alpha down and add grid. Now we have our grid. Now we are gonna do the same process, so we're gonna just Ctrl plus C and Ctrl plus Shift plus V. And we have instance, which is the twins of these, so it changes the values in real time. Let's connect it and integrate it to multi-merge. Now as you can see, we have too many lines, so how can we decrease them? Well, let's go to grid, change the values to 2, 2, and major line spacing to 0. Why are we putting these values? Because if we change it to 1, the vertical line disappears and we need to pass it through the circle. So hence 2. Alright, so we have this extra line. How are we going to remove that? It's simple. Increase the height a bit and it has disappeared. Now why didn't we increase the width? Because we are cropping it from here to here. So we don't need to increase the width. And we have our pattern ready. All we need to do is decrease the size of the pattern. So we'll go to transform node, decrease the height even more, and it's like an infinite pattern. In Grok there are no lines, so we're gonna just remove that. And change the color of the background to something flat. Here we go, and all we need is to create a duplicate of them. Ctrl plus C and Ctrl plus Shift plus V. And we have a duplicate of them. Connect it to multi-merge. multi-merge. We have it at the top, and we have to remove the background node because we are going to change the color to white. Change the color. Now all the dots are brightly lit, so we have to make some of them dull and some of them bright. How can we do that? Now there's specifically a node for that, which is Fast Noise. Add it to multi-merge, and we can see straight away that some of them have become dull and some of them have become bright. Now let's play around in the fast noise. Let's press 1 so that we can see the fast noise here, and increase the detail, contrast. Now this is a static image, but when we keyframe this, go to the first frame, keyframe seethe, go to the last frame, keyframe seethe again, and increase it. And increase the seethe rate a bit. And we can see we have flashing dots as Grok loading screen. You can play around and make it more like Grok, but you get the gist. If you don't want the dull colored dots to disappear, then let's bring in our bright circles here, disconnect it to multi-merge, remove the fast noise, bring in a merge node, add the white dots to the green input, and create a mask. Now we can see the dull nodes doesn't disappear, but the bright ones do appear. You can also play around with the size of the dots. So let's decrease the size of the dots for now. Let's try to increase the size of the white dots. If we try to increase the size of the dots, every dot size increases. So how can we fix that? Right click on height and de-instance. So when we increase the height, the white dots increase in size, and when we decrease the height here in the original ellipse, the dull dots decrease the size. Now let's slow it down a bit. It's way too fast. Let's slow down the seethe rate. Now it looks good. That's all for this video, guys. If you want a rotating outline like this around your video, you can click on this video. And if you want to add glow to any irregular image, click on that video. I'll see you in the next video.